Mr. Speaker, sir.
Good afternoon.
I rise on a point of national interest regarding the ongoing validation and securitization of title deeds being undertaken by the Department of Deeds, Companies and Intellectual Property through the Digital Land Administration Platform. Honorable Speaker, the objective of strengthening property rights, improving the integrity of land records, and protecting citizens from the land fraud is both commendable and necessary. Thousands of Zimbabweans have invested their savings in acquiring homes and residential stands, and any initiative that enhances confidence in property ownership deserves support. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is growing public concern regarding the affordability, accessibility, and practical implementation of this exercise. Information currently available to the public indicates that property owners may be required to engage conveyancers at a cost of approximately $200 US. This excludes VAT and other associated administrative expenses. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, for many families, $200 represents several months of disposable income. For pensioners, for civil servants, for widows, informal traders, and many low-income households, such costs are simply beyond reach. A program intended to secure citizens' property rights should not inadvertently become a source of financial hardship, uncertainty, or exclusion for the very people it seeks to protect. Honorable Speaker, these concerns are further compounded by the implementation framework established under Statutory Instrument 76 of 2025. The regulations provided for a transitional period ending on 18 July 2027, after which citizens are expected to have validated and securitized their title deeds. While the objective of modernizing and securing land records is commendable, there are legitimate concerns as to whether this exercise can realistically be completed within the available timeframe. At present, Mr. Speaker, the relevant services remain concentrated primarily in Harare and Bulawayo. Property owners from other provinces, particularly elderly citizens, pensioners, and those residing in rural communities, may face significant travel, accommodation, and administrative costs in accessing this process. Without adequate decentralization of services and robust public awareness programs, there is a risk that many law-abiding property owners may struggle to comply with the requirements through no fault of their own. Therefore, there is therefore an urgent need for clarity on several issues of public concern. Number one, whether participation in the validation and securitization process is voluntary or mandatory. Number two, whether existing title deeds remain fully valid and legally enforceable pending validation. Number three, what measures are being put in place to protect vulnerable groups from excessive costs associated with the process? Number 4, where the government has considered subsidizing, reducing, or waiving fees for pensioners, low-income earners, and other vulnerable citizens. Number 5, where the government intends to decentralize the validation and securitization process to all provinces in order to improve accessibility and reduce the burden on citizens. Number 6, how rural communities, elderly citizens, and persons residing far from conveyancing services will be accommodated and assisted. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, what safeguards exist to ensure that no citizen loses, compromises, or is deprived of their property rights solely due to the inability to afford or access the validation process? Honorable Speaker, land and home ownership are matters of dignity. They are matters of security, inheritance, and economic empowerment. Any reform in this critical sector must therefore strike a balance between modernization, affordability, inclusivity, and social justice. If not carefully implemented, a well-intentioned program risks placing an additional burden on ordinary citizens who are already facing significant economic challenges. I therefore respectfully, Mr. Speaker, request that the responsible minister provide a comprehensive ministerial statement to this House, clarifying the legal status of existing title deeds.
Right.
The cost implications of the program.
Order, honorable members. Honorable Gumede, I think we have heard the jinx of your presentation. As we stand guided by the standing orders book, points of national interest are primarily supposed. Please take your seat when I talk and switch off your mic. Points of national interest are primarily supposed to be 1-minute statements. But because you are bringing up a very pertinent issue, I'd indulged you. But you seem now to want to go on and repetitively, so to say. So I think basically...
I was wrapping up, Mr. Speaker. I was on my last sentence. Actually.
Please, order, take your seat, Honorable Gumede. I think you are lucky because this government is led by a listening president and listening ministers. So all your concerns that we have put across today, which are concerns for every Zimbabwean on this issue, are duly all noted. The minister is here present and he's been listening to you very carefully, and I'm sure the minister will furnish the House with a ministerial statement to guide us accordingly on how this proceeds. But all in all, your prayers have been heard and they shall be duly answered. Thank you. The next honorable member to take the floor on the point of national interest. There is just one more, Honorable Minister. Okay.
Mr. Speaker, while I respect what you have said, that was not a point of national interest. Perhaps what she could have done was to ask a question or request the committee, because there are lots of technical details that are required. Parliament in session here is not supposed to deal with details that she was asking. Perhaps if she could have asked the clerk to organize so that you summon the permanent secretary, the chief registrar, so that the committee can be availed an opportunity to ask and appreciate what is happening, that would help. But if you want a ministerial statement, would probably not do justice, but the relevant committee, if it interrogates that, it will allow Parliament to appreciate the process in a better way. I submit.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister. for your prompt response and guidance, and I hope, Honorable Gumede, you shall be guided accordingly. Like I said, it's a very, very important question and matter. So maybe if you could follow the direction given by the Honorable Minister, it will help us all, it will help the whole House, because I'm sure every member of Parliament here is got the same issue that is happening in their constituencies, and people are seeking for answers. So let's follow the route given by the Honorable Minister so that we have a comprehensive response that we can give back to our people. Right, the next